It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning to you. Happy Thursday. Hope your week is going well. And we will talk about stuff, but get you started with some news.
It is a bit unusual. We have had 2 murder-suicides within a week in Springfield. The latest was in an apartment complex in North Springfield on Tuesday afternoon. Both of the deceased in that case were only 21 years old. 4 juveniles were also in the apartment at the time that happened. None of them were hurt. This is on the heels of the first such incident earlier this week inside a business. The Stone County Collector's Office had its suspicions, and turns out they were right. According to the state auditor, there was a now former employee who was apparently pocketing money that was brought in by Stone County residents to pay their property taxes, etc. Authorities say the woman who was working there took more than $19,000 and has apparently repaid about $5,000 of it. The auditor says the county needs better systems with better checks and balances and receipts, so that way any possible future theft would be detected much earlier.
Yeah, good call. This is neat. Paul Mueller Company is expanding yet again. It's their second big expansion in as many years, which is incredible. The expansion increases the capacity for producing those big stainless steel tanks that they make. Expansion should be finished by the middle of next year, so good on them. And Ozarks Technical Community College is getting a nice outdoor plaza right by the new student union. David and Stacy O'Reilly making that possible. All part of a plan to make the campus more inviting and to make more space for students to socialize and to do their schoolwork. The new space will be named the David and Stacy O'Reilly Auto Parts Plaza, right alongside the Michael Parson Student Union, which is under construction, named after our former governor, of course. The student union will have a lot of amenities, including a fitness center, a food court, which the kids love, and a library. Should be opened fall of next year. So good work at Ozarks Technical Community College. And then there's this. Sarah Huff and Gail Smart are now officially members of the Springfield Public School Board of Education. They were sworn in Tuesday night after garnering the most votes in the recent election. Julie Bruner was appointed president, and Danielle Kincaid will be vice president of the school board at Springfield.
You said Judy Bruner, right? Not Julie.
I think I said,
like you said Julie.
I think I may have said Julie. I meant Judy.
Judy. Yes. Okay. Arkansas's food stamp program is getting a bit of an overhaul. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says 23% of the state's food assistance money is going toward junk food like pop and candy, just food that's not necessarily healthy sustenance. So those items are no longer to be eligible under a new SNAP waiver. Sanders says the goal is to ensure that taxpayers' dollars are being spent on healthier food options. A 30-day public comment period is now underway.
Well,
and I'm sure that they will get some strong opinions on both sides of that.
Well, I don't know. I suppose so. But we have an obesity epidemic in our country, and a lot of it is from sugar, extra sugary foods, all the junk food that we eat. So it's good for overall health. I know that.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because I think back to like premarital counseling 18 years ago. And they said, be mindful of spending for what you want to spend on. Right? Like, because everybody has a priority of spending. So if you have like one vice and it happens to be a Snickers bar or something, you know what I'm saying?
Riding a bike. Go ahead.
Riding a bike, for instance. Like, that's how I would choose to spend my money. By the way, I haven't bought a bicycle in 15 years until last week.
Yeah. Right.
But
waiting for the last part of that.
I did put thousands of miles on that 15 years, but
just real quickly, I should have started saving 15 years ago for the new bike, by the way.
Oh, come on. So anyway, my point is this, like everybody has a different priority in spending. So it's hard for me. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Plus, she had actually, it was very interesting. She had a quote, something about like the SNAP benefit money was being able to be used on pop and candy, but like not on like a fresh chicken. And I'm like, does she mean that
Rotisserie chicken.
literally?
Yeah.
Does she mean that literally? You know what I mean? Because I almost felt like maybe she said it tongue in cheek and I couldn't hear her tone because I was reading what she had said.
Right.
But surely she doesn't mean that literally, right? Surely that can't be right.
Well, I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because there are some restrictions regarding prepared foods.
Yeah. It was just
which
interesting
chicken
because
would be.
I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying. And I do think 23%, wow, is going toward like pop and candy. That seems like it's not sustaining food.
And that's that
And
and
it
just to
is
stop you
taxpayer
there.
money. But at the
It's
same time, if
just
that's the one thing that you buy, I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to spend $1 million on a purse or on a pair of shoes. But if that's your thing, then go for it.
but it's not. You're not spending other people's money
Taxpayers'
on.
dollars. Okay.
And the whole point of the program is not to make people happy. It's to
Help.
keep them alive, give them food to eat if they can't afford food themselves, or if there's a choice between medicine and food. We want them to be able to eat life-sustaining food, and junk food is not part of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I
It
mean, I
should be
see
good for you.
what you're
And
saying. I'm just saying.
it's hard to find. It's hard to find food that's good for you, honestly,
Yeah.
because everything's got something in it.
Right.
But I think it's a good start. I think it's a good start. We need, as a country, we need to get our
An
health
overhaul.
together. Yeah, we
An
got to get our health
overhaul
together
of
and
sort.
figure out what actually good food is. And one more thing, the way labels are on food, it's like great health this and or whatever. It's very deceiving because they can say something that as a consumer you think, oh, this is good for you.
Yeah.
But it's not. They're just using the words. Okay,
Right.
enough of that. Speaking of good help, Ozarks Food Harvest is getting a much needed, very timely donation from Opal Foods. That would be eggs. So far, Opal has donated about 5 million eggs over the last 17 years,
It's amazing.
just in time for Easter, to Ozarks Food Harvest, which actually does a great job getting out good, nutritious food to people across the Ozarks. And of course, the eggs are especially meaningful this year because of the prices of eggs this year, how high they are. Eggs are one of the most requested items from families in need, a lot of protein in there. And Ozarks Food Harvest has been able to help about 70,000 people every month over the years and provides about 21 million meals a year. So they're a great organization doing a lot of good to help feed people and take care of folks right here in our community. So good on
That's
them.
amazing.
And way to go, Opal Foods, with another donation of eggs.
The Battlefield Mall is getting a lot of new life. Some of the older, mainstays have closed down, as you know, like the Sears stores of the world. But they are getting a lot of new places. We've told you about Lovesac. It's coming. Offline by Aerie. Riddle's Jewelry, all of them are opening up in the coming months. And then Mobile Express Fix already opened inside the mall. Plus, in the way of food, the Royal Slice Pizza Place, that's going to be opening in the spring. So how about that?
Yeah.
Remember there was like this day where we felt like malls.
Retail, yeah.
Was it like 3 years ago, maybe? Because everything was just becoming strip malls. But like the mall, like the big, the Battlefield malls of the world, people were like, oh man, what's going to happen with all these massive buildings? But I mean, they're doing the deal. They're getting stores.
Good.
Lots
it's good
of
to see
them.
the stores moving in. Yeah.
I know. It's awesome. Okay. This is kind of fun. If you are a bird lover, Or even if you're not, like, I mean, who doesn't love to learn, and it's really cool. Tonight at 6:15, the conservation department is going to be hosting a free program where you can go and learn about the life and paintings of John James Audubon. Yep, that Audubon, like the Audubon Society guy, that guy.
Yeah.
He's the man who painted more than 1,000 birds in his lifetime. He is an icon in the study of birds across North America. And
Which
he's
is called
old and
what?
dead and gone. Huh?
Which is called what? The study of birds.
The study of birds. I don't know what it's called.
Ornithology. Everybody, ornithology.
Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, he is like old and dead and gone, but his work is still remembered today, and we still have things, in his name. Anyway, current author who's still alive and well, Ken Kaufman, is going to dive into Audubon's work tonight and then even add some to some of the species that Audubon likely did not know about in his lifetime.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, yeah, like that he would have been unaware of. So this is a free program tonight at the Nature Center, starts at 6:15. You do need to register if you want to go, just so that they can get a head count. But again, it's free. You can check that out on the Conservation Department's website.
Okay. That sounds good. Hey, real quick, I was going to tell everybody where I was this week. I was up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which actually is a TV market I used to work in back in 2000 to 2003. And very cold up there. And it was actually still cold while I was up there just now. But it was a great event. There's a company up there called Spartan Nash. And for the second year in a row, it's a grocery store chain. They have several different names of grocery stores up there in the kind of the Midwest, the North Midwest, Upper Midwest, I guess you call it. And they also are a grocery distributor. So they give out groceries to different grocery stores. And they had an event where they got together 800 of their employees, 850 of their employees, and a bunch of volunteers. And they spent the entire day boxing up a donation from Spartan Nash of $1.7 million worth of groceries and hygiene items. They boxed them all up into boxes that will hold groceries for a family for a week. And they gave them to Convoy of Hope. I mean, it was an unbelievable event. The second year that they've done it. It ended up being about 500,000 meals that they put together, especially for U.S. disasters. So Convoy now has those trucking back to Springfield to be put on shelves in our World Distribution Center. And when there is a disaster, our team can just get those pallets on trucks as quickly as possible and then pass out those boxes that will take care of a family for an entire week. We did it last year. Those boxes were a godsend for people following hurricanes Milton and Helene, of course, last fall. We did a Thanksgiving event out in North Carolina following those hurricanes. So I just want to tip my hat to Spartan Nash, because that is incredible to be able to do that and partner with us to allow us to be ready for the next disaster.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. That's amazing.
And it was fun.
And then tonight is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes banquet. This is a fundraising banquet, and they also honor the male and female athlete of the year from the Ozarks, so from our area. And we can't tell you who those are yet because it's a surprise at the banquet. But if you are not doing anything tonight, come along. It's at 6:00 tonight. It's going to be great. It is in the Grandview Conference Center there at Big Cedar Lodge. So if you've ever been to Big Cedar, the conference room, the big conference center. Tonight, the keynote speaker is Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, MVP, and All-Star Andre Dawson. I don't know him. Ethan does. Cubs. I'm going to meet him tonight. I'm going to sit by him. I'm going to interview him. And I've got lots of homework to do today. Yes, I do. Don't worry. I will do it. I'm a quick study. But Ethan could tell you already all about him. And he's the keynote speaker tonight. So hopefully you'll come along. And Ethan and I will be there.
I grew up watching him on WGN against my Cardinals in the 80s. The Hawk. He never really got to see success as a Cub. The Cubs only had success in recent years when it comes to World Series.
Yeah.
But he's a man of faith, so we look forward to talking with him about that and about baseball and the state of baseball and the Cubs and Cardinals, because that'll be fun as well. So if you're interested, I wouldn't just show up. You probably need to get tickets ahead of time.
Let me tell you the website. It's kind of a long one, so pay attention. If you are, driving, I don't know what to do. Like pull over. Don't try to
South. You can Google South Central Fellowship
Missouri
of Christian Athletes.
FCA. Yes, but the actual website is SO as in South. So centralmo fca.org. So centralmo fca.org. It's kind of a long website. So centralmofca.org. There you go. I said it 3 times. Surely you can figure it out. All right. That is all. And before we go, one last reminder of the drawing that is underway right now. It is the lawnmower, the zero-turn lawnmower, the Ferris zero-turn lawnmower, valued at about $5,000, given to us by Sportsland pickup covers and pickup truck covers and trailer sales. They are giving it away, and we are super thankful. We're teaming up with Springfield's Rock Station Q102 to host this drawing. Someone's got to win, and we will be giving it away on May 2nd. Check it out right now at aroundtheozarks.com.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great place to go. It'll keep you updated on contests as well as the calendar of what's going on in our area. You can make plans for your weekend or whatever, because Easter's this weekend. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Although
lots going on. Yeah.
The weather doesn't look like is going to be fantastic. So you want to stick around for Abby Dyer's wake up weather and see if there's going to be any dry spots in there for the Easter egg hunts.
Yes. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you have a super great day. See ya.
Bye.